Welcome to another Women and the Series with Nzetobo Sigwezi Kolomo. Today I want to discuss on a very important topic. Ibigo, wealth creation. Ibigo, Igbo approach to money and enterprise. So many young people are looking for ways to make money, to earn a decent living. And there is nothing bad about it. And so many people are into some financial crisis, or things are not working out for them, and they are trying to understand how. Even some people who are journeying back to Ordinana, what is pushing them, their motivation is to see if they can solve their financial problem, their money problem, through Ordinana. There is also nothing wrong about it. Our people will say, "What a chawanke, or charge you." So when one start looking for what belongs or what he believes should be his own portion, it will be as if the person is greedy. So there is nothing wrong in finding answers to your problems, especially when the problem becomes financial. Remember, I've thought about 4 types of powers, and I say that money is the least. Money is the least. But for humans, because money is used to solve most of their problems, it becomes as if money is the most important. So it's understandable when people place how to solve their financial problems as their major priority, because without money you cannot get the necessary comfort and the peace of mind you require, you need to pursue many other ventures. So I want to teach about Igbo approach to money and enterprise, because right now we are in a society or in a generation that many Igbos now have a wrong orientation of what money is or what money making is all about. You see a child of 17, 18 years trying to become a millionaire, trying to become a billionaire. Like I said, there is nothing wrong with people's ambition. But our people will say, that's if you don't ask the right questions before venturing into anything, it will end tragically for you. Now, Ibego simply means wealth creation. Wealth creation is not a new thing. In as much as in Igbo land today, we have what we call Ego Igbo and Ego Shie, like how we used to make money in the past and the new way of making money. Even when the Ozemena Sube sang a song then, Ego Kelekele Ahizuzile Mado. Ego Kelekele, that's the money we get little by little, because in the olden days, this is the concept of making money little by little. Or else in Ego Kelekele Ahizuzile Mado, no one actually Ego Iwo. As Ego Iwo is interpreted as Ego Mbute, where you go and get money in as in quantum and come back and start doing all manner of projects, and that's why most of our people are encouraged, are trying as much as possible to travel abroad or to get involved in all manner of any quick means of getting money, because they believe that that's how you can get money in quantum. Ibego simply means wealth creation. There are 2 approaches to enterprise or making money. The first one is Ishuego. I call it hunting for money. The second one is Ibigo, creating wealth. Now, for me to explain these 2 methods of making money, Ishuego and Ibigo, please, it will permit me to give a little biblical story. I was retold by a Ghanaian pastor, Mensa Otabio, when I was still a Christian, and I think what he did was a kind of historical revisionism, and I think he's apt in this explanation of Ishuego and Ibigo. It's the story of the biblical Jacob and Esau. Esau was a hunter who go out to hunt for animals and all that. So each time he comes back with animals, spoils of hunting, and they kill, they eat, they enjoy. Then on a certain day, the father Isaac decides to bless Esau and told him to go out and hunt for a particular animal. To bless to cook for him. Then after cooking for him, he will bless him. So Esau Esau went out to hunt. Then the mother overheard the discussion. Apparently, the mother loves Jacob more. The mother heard the discussion and approached Jacob, and Jacob prepared that meal. Whether Jacob prepared it or the mother prepared the meal, Isaac ate it, thinking that it was Esau because they covered Jacob's body with hair. Then after that, he blessed Jacob. Now, the Ghanaian pastor was saying something, or the Ghanaian minister, he said something. How come that Jacob, who was not into hunting, was able to provide that particular animal, and Esau, who was into hunting, has already left into the forest to go and get that animal? Now, his theory was that at times that Esau will come back home with some animals, maybe children of the animals that he killed. He doesn't have any need for those children. They are too small to be eaten or whatever, or maybe the animal is weak and all those things. Then Jacob will collect those animals from Esau and start tending those animals, start grooming those animals, start treating, start caring. So, in other words, what Esau normally goes into the bush to hunt, Jacob will be at home tending those animals, creating those animals, start having the version of those animals at home, that he does not need to go inside the bush like his brother to get those animals. That's the only logical explanation how he was able to have those animals in the house for him to kill it and prepare it and bring to his father. Remember, I said this is what we call historical revisionism. I'm not saying that that's exactly that's what happened. Those who are into Ishuego are always going out to get something. They don't create. They don't know how to build. But ndị na-akpa ego will be at home or wherever their office is, and they are creating labor, they are creating industry, they are creating value, that whenever you need that particular thing, you don't need to go far again to get it. They will be able to provide it for you. But creating of this kind of wealth creation takes what? Time. It takes what? Time. That means Ikpa takes what? Time. Now, regrettably, many Igbos today are more invested in Ishuego than Ikpa. They call Ikpa ego mbute, ego Igbo. This means quick money. Quick money is a means whereby you get rich overnight. Just like Esau, you go into the bush, you hunt, you get that thing, you come back, you eat. Whenever you need it again, you go into the bush, you hunt, you kill, you get. And when you go into the bush, you don't get it, you come back empty-handed and you will be hungry. Now, the money pours in. There are legitimate and illegitimate approach to Ishuego. What Ishuego requires mostly is heart, courage, the ability to take risk, and little intelligence. What Ishuego requires mostly is heart, courage, the ability to take risk, and a little intelligence. This is opposed to Ikpa that requires patience, intelligence, skill in a requisite field, integrity, and faith in yourself or ancestors. Today, Igbos or Igbo is lacking behind seriously in terms of technological advancement, industrialization, modern civilization, because many Igbo are into Ishuego instead of Ikpa. Many Igbos are into what? Ishuego instead of what? Ikpa. They are into hunting for wealth instead of wealth creation. There is a difference between Ikpa and Ishuego. I need us to understand this, because you cannot be complaining about your problem without understanding the root of your problem. So many young people are complaining. You need to understand how it works. Ikpa leads to money. Ishuego leads to money without industries. Houses, you see beautiful houses without industries. You won't look at as in what is generating those beautiful houses, the wealth. Flashy cars, hotels without industries. Today there are so many hotels all over Igbo land. We have more hotels than industries in Igbo land. We have more hotels than companies in Igbo land. Who are going to lodge in those hotels? You have little business summit. You have little companies or industries in Alibo. I stay in Nnewi, here in Nnewi. I can count how many industries or companies you have in Nnewi, but I cannot count how many hotels. As I'm speaking to you, they are building more. The hotel is not an industry. A hotel is not a company. Yes, it will employ 1 or 2 or 3 people, as in people, staff that you work. You don't develop your community through hotels unless you want to build a complete whole entertainment center. Now, so a nation is a nation is not developed through majority of her population invested in Ishuego, that's quick money. There is no nation that develops with her population, a good percentage of her population being interested or being into quick money. No, you cannot develop a nation that way. Too much of importation is a result of Ishuego. For example, the Igbos that I'm talking about today, my people, we are heavily invested into importation. As you are importing, what you are doing is that you are growing the economy of those people that are producing the goods that you are importing. It's not. Then you now have individual money bags. You have individual what? Money bags. The real people that is making the money, if you are solely into importation, is those that are exporting. Is those that are what? Exporting. So the real money is made when you start producing and start exporting. Then you see that the wealth will be spread abroad more, as in it will get to a lot of people. Someone can be an importer and have only a sales girl. He can be the person in charge of his warehouse. He can be the person that is driving the bus that he will use to go and get the goods from the warehouse to supply to the end user. And he's a billionaire out of this. There is no industry whatsoever. But one single industry can provide a job to 1,001 people and have several other multiplying effects to other small scale businesses that will be around that industrial unit company. Now, centuries ago, our fathers and mothers were people deep into the principle of Ibigo. Like I told you, our ancestors do not know what is Ishuego. They don't know what you can and just make quick money. This quick money that we are talking about now, we don't know what is quick money. Our ancestors do not know what is quick money. What they know is what? Ibigo. This is why they were able to pass down some family occupation from one generation to another. These occupations were medical or medicinal, herbs, bone setters, matrons, those who their parents were into delivery, master farmers, people who were adept in farming, blacksmithing, those who produced, as in all the metals that were used for occupation and every other kinds of home implement, wood carvers, those that produce artworks, carpenters, those that produce house furnitures, dancers, artists of old, minstrels, then warriors. In some family, you see those who are involved in this kind of, it passed down from generation to what? Generation. Because Ibigo is something that can be passed down, but you can hardly pass down Ishuego. For example, some people who are into Ishuego, let me give an example of Yahoo. Those who are into Yahoo or drug, you hardly pass down this kind of trade because most of these trades do not have longevity. Most of these trees do not have longevity. Even those that are into importation, most of them do not have a longevity because this good might be major importers of these goods, and within 3 or 4 years, that company that is producing that good, there is another type of good and all those kind of thing. So it's highly to pass down that kind of occupation is minimal. The chances is minimal. So today, it is difficult to see a business that outlives its first or second generation of its founder in Igbo. It's difficult to see a business, a company that outlives its first or second generation of its founder. You ask yourself why. So I must state categorically that no business can be termed successful if it has not lived up to a fourth generation of its founder. This means a business that is not up to 150 to 200 years cannot and should not be called successful. Someone is saying that I'm a millionaire, I'm a successful businessman, whereas you are just into business for 10 years. How are you calling it a successful business? The business has not even outlived you. You must go back and find out the meaning of success. Because success without succession is failure. It may interest you to know that no business in Ishuego can live up to 40 to 50 years. Go and look at all the businesses that was acquired through quick means. It cannot live up to 25 to 30 years. The average lifespan is 25 years. Some even die at 2 or 3 years, they are dead. So Ishuego is an enterprise created to get money quickly, and not like Ibigo, which is an enterprise created to provide stability, value, and solution. Remember this biblical story I told you. How can you explain that Esau, who is a hunter, was going inside a forest to hunt for a particular animal, and Jacob, who was staying at home, was able to provide that particular meat and use it to cook him that meal the father asked, and got it ready and got the blessing before Esau arrived with the meat? You can never compare onye na-achụ ego na onye na-akpa ego. Onye na-akpa ego ọkpụkpa will always be a success. You will always be more successful than onye na-achụ ego. We must cultivate the habit of ikpa ego. Any young person listening to this video, to this teaching, I need you to understand this. Because now that you are in your prime, in your youth, is one of the best time to start, because it takes time to build wealth. So many young people meet me and they want to solve their problem overnight. I'm thinking of, how can you solve your financial woes overnight? Some feel that there is one magic that you do for them, they will start making money. No, these things are principle. The world functions on principle. You need to understand it. Unless you want quick money, which at times is almost like stealing. Most quick monies or quick businesses, you have few legal, legit businesses that will give you quick money. You have quick, legit businesses that will give you quick money. So the following virtues are requisite for Ibego. For those who are listening, because so many people at times are jumping into this ordinary, thinking that if they get one alose, or if they be in good terms with their chi, if they be in good terms with their ancestors, money will start pouring in. How can they give you what they didn't use such method to acquire in their own time? Our ancestors palego, ha palego papa. Some of them that took other titles, planned it for like 5 to 10 years. They worked for it for a very long period of time before they were able to achieve it. Now Igbo is having serious problem, because I'm telling you that we are having serious problem because we have wrong mindset to money. The virtues that is used in cultivating wealth creation, we have lost all of them. We have jettisoned all of them, yet we complain. You blame government policies, you blame all manner of things, you blame that they don't like you, you say, but you don't say exactly that you are into quick wealth. Once your foundation is faulty, then the building will surely fall. It's just a matter of time. So I repeat, once your foundational principle of building wealth creation or approach to money is faulty, it will surely fail. It's just a matter of time. So if you are listening, here are the 5 issues that are requisite for Ibigo. Number 1, patience or time. To build an enterprise that will outlive your generation, it requires a lot of patience and time to make such enterprise or vocation to stand. It takes a lot of what? Time. It takes time to find the right team. It takes time to find the right product. It takes time to establish yourself and build a good reputation as an authority in a particular field. Without patience, you cannot learn the early lessons that will teach you the do's and don'ts of your choosing what? Vocation. If you see a young person, if it's someone that wants to go into media, let me use it for example, photography. The person wants to acquire the highest camera within the next 1 year or 2 years. The person will set a kind of as in wicked target for him or herself. When are you going to learn? Which time have you said that you need to learn to make some early mistakes, which is necessary? I have said it repeatedly. Life is about rising and falling. Anybody that is telling you that something will happen and you keep rising and rising in life is not true. Rising is about, as in, the road to top is filled with success and failure. I have even told someone that you can even go for divination and they tell you to do a particular thing and you think that thing will succeed. That thing will still fail. It doesn't mean the divination was wrong. That failure is that thing you call failure. Leave it 5 years from now, you see why that failure is important for that particular journey. So some people think that maybe through divination you escape failure. No. The only way to escape failure is not doing anything. The only way to escape failure is not doing anything. The only people that do not fail are those who do not do anything. But I promise you, no matter how careful you are doing any enterprise, I'm promising you that you must meet failure. And those failures are part of the experiences, your learning curve. They are necessary for you to get to that place that you are calling success or the zenith. I think it was one motivational speaker that said that you get to success, the road to success, through the avenue of failure. Even me, as deep as I am into Odin and as dedicated I am as into I fail in some certain, I'm disappointed. I meet so many no's. And if you do not have patience, you cannot survive or pass through this kind of phase. Today, we have so many Igbo youths who are looking for the quick ways to make money. Just look at the adverse effect of it in our Igbo today. No industry. No what? Industry. Average Igbo, once they graduate from school, they leave Igbo land and start going to Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. Why? Because that's where the companies are. It takes time to build. For you to industrialize an Igbo, for things to work here, it takes time. Number 2, intelligence. It takes of a lot of mental intelligence to create wealth. If you don't have it, you don't have it. I keep saying it repeatedly. If you don't have mental intelligence, you don't have it. Wealth creation is not for those who cannot think. You must have a vast knowledge of what works and what does not work. You must be intuitive enough to sense dangers. Because intelligence is not about going to school. It's not about academic brilliance. You can go to school, still you are not intelligent. Intelligence works with intuition. If you see what will work, you will know it will work. If you see what will not work, you will know that it will not work. It's on little occasion that you will make mistakes. Those inevitable period in people's life that no matter how intuitive you are, you will not see this particular mistake coming. But intelligent people are intuitive people. They don't teach intelligence in school. They don't teach intuition in school. If you have it, you have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. I'm sorry to say it. Fortunately, some of us are intelligent in a particular area. So it's for you to know the area that you are more intelligent in. Some people come to meet me, I should do alpha for them. What should they do? I say, no. Alpha cannot know what you should do more than you. You should know what you want to do. Because you know yourself more than alpha. I keep saying it, alpha is a help, it's not a master. So you must be intuitive enough to sense dangers. Intelligence comes with trusting your intuition. Intuition helps one to predict trends and facts, and these are necessary for wealth creation. Number 3, integrity. No enterprise can be built on lies. No enterprise can be built on lies. Any enterprise that attempts to claim to provide what it cannot provide is bound to fail sooner or later. Integrity is what builds trust, and trust is what ensures the longevity of any business. Any business, a business begins to die off once it loses the trust of its loyal patrons. Please, I need us to understand this. Integrity is important. Our people, I'm sorry to say it, Ndi I na atụ asị too much. Let me say it in Igbo. Ndị Igbo, unu na-atụ asị too much. Unu na-atụ asị too much. A na-asị ya enyelu gị aka. Lies travel fast, but dies fast. But truth takes slow, but it has longevity. Ife ịma kwuo na enwe, nke ịma ha kwuo na ịma ha, nke inwelu kwuo na inweli, nke inweghị kwuo na inweghị enu. What you can do, say you can do it. The way you cannot do, say you cannot do it. Don't say you can do something, then go and get another person to come and do it. If you know you cannot do it, say you cannot do it. But I know if you allow me, I can get someone that can do it. Why not say it this way? Stop claiming to be what you are not. Number 4, Ibigo, skill in a requisite field. Every business has a niche it is catering for. You must be skilled. You must be skilled in the niche you are planning to play in. You cannot create wealth in a field you have no skill sets for. It is like trying to be an actor without having the right body frame and speech, without having the right body frame and necessary speech elocution. An actor basic tool is his body and his mouth. If you have speech impediment, how do you think you can be an actor? I don't have anything against stammerer, but let's assume that you are stammering. How can you think that you want to be an actor when you know that you're a stammerer? You don't have the right body frame. You cannot create wealth in a field you do not have the required skill set for. You must know the skill set. You must know the field you possess the necessary skill set for. Now, number 5, faith in yourself and ancestors. Every business has a god or spirit that propels it. You can deny this for all you care. Whether anywhere you go in the world, any business that will survive, all these business that is for. In fact, the most surviving business in this world is Catholic Church. It's the oldest business in the world. Most people think the Catholic Church is a business. It's you that is seeing it as whatever thing or whatever is. It is a business. Anything that will survive must be run as a business. So every business has a God or spirit that propels it. This God might be the initial founder or the unseen being that was appropriated at the early stage the business was about to be established. It can also be the first soul that started the business. Nothing destroys a business than trying to divorce, destroy, or ignore the spirit's wishes, contributions of the founders or major contributors. Each time I hear American politicians, they keep saying about Hamilton. They keep talking about Hamilton was the early one of those that framed their constitution. They talk about Franklin Benjamin. They talk about George Washington. They talk about Thomas Jefferson. Why do they keep mentioning? Each time they mention these names, you are drawing the spirit of those people that started the whole thing. They keep trying to probe to understand what these people that framed that particular country, what they wanted, what they have in mind. They're trying to channel their energy, their spirit. You see, people, you just build business. The business does not have any spirit behind it. It's not going to stand. I'm promising you, it's not going to stand. If you are strong enough to institute a business as it stands, those that are coming after you, if they try to veer away from what you have, how you want that business to go, as in that business is not going to stand. Every business has a spirit that is propelling it. If you look at our ancient Libyans, how come our ancient Libyans, they were able, as in people who are into ancient trade, even up to now, they are still doing those kind of business. If the person lifts offer, he will be calling the names of those people that have lifted the offer before him, that they should come. That they should come, that they know how they did it in their own time, that they should come again and do it for this particular person, that this particular scenario, this problem that they have presented before them. Go to stadiums all over the world. You see names, this particular stand. What are they doing? They are honoring, they are channeling the spirit of those people that have contributed. At times, they mold the player that have contributed most. They mold that person in this outside the stadium or somewhere inside the stadium, or name is stand after the person. They are deifying that person. Look at Catholic church. Those who contributed most to the faith, they bury them inside the church. They have a reason why they are doing that. They are burying that person inside that particular church. They will channel the spirit of that person to ensure that that business continues to flourish. Ada waka emekwa business. Ada waka. If you want your business to stand, if you want your business to last, there must be a spirit behind it. I'm not asking you to go and find. You must know how you want to do it. So any business that has lasted is heavily invested in ancestral worship, from church to secular business. The business is either named after the founder, or a special building, the headquarters, is named after the spiritual propeller of the business. Almost all football stadiums around the world is involved in this ancestral worship. Any business without strong spiritual propellers or anchor, who are channeled directly or indirectly, will be short-lived. I need us to understand this. On Ibigo, I have listed 5 points: patience, intelligence, integrity, skill in the requisite field, and faith in yourself and ancestors. All the necessary. On Ibigo, don't be in a rush. Yeah, do patient. He whoop tally a time. Ibigo aburife ọcha sibute ọcha sibute. Ọ bụrụ ife ọcha sibute ọcha sibute. You must have the accord. the intelligence, intuition. I'm not saying book knowledge. Don't rely too much on book knowledge. Most intelligent people is not what they are. No. Most intelligent people, their intelligence comes from their intuition, not from books. For this one, okay, let me not use myself as an example. Before it will now be as if I'm saying I'm intelligent. Integrity. Your yes is your yes, your no is your no. If you have something, you say you have it. If you lie, destroys business. Something destroys business like lie. Skill in a requisite field. Then finally, faith in yourself and your ancestors. See, I want in the next 20 years' time that so many of you that are listening to my videos, as in my teachings, you understand. I'm not trying to train people that you become as in wealthy by next year. It's not possible. I'm not going to deceive you. I want people that next 20, 25 years' time, you have been able to build something that has foundation that can last, that can outlive you. That's the kind of people. If you look, I'm taking time to teach you what to tell you truth. I've said it repeatedly. If I want my YouTube page to blow up, I know the kind of nonsense lies I'll start quoting, sugarcoating it, that will drive traffic to this place. But they're all lies. I don't have any reason to deceive you. I can only tell you the truth. Gently by gently, you people will be listening to it. Trickle by trickle, few people will be coming to hear the truth. It's the same way that little by little you can change your story. Don't be in a rush. I've had some people reach out to me thinking that they can solve their problem overnight. No, some problems that were created over 40 years, you don't expect to solve them within 1 week. It doesn't make sense. It's not possible. I'll wait for you in comment section. I would like you to watch this video and watch it up to 3 times for you to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying in this teaching is simple. I'll wait for you in comment section. I would like you to watch this video and watch it up to 3 times for you to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying in this teaching is very hard. I need you to watch and watch and watch it again and think and think and think again for you to understand. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I would like to hear from some of you. If you have any question, please, you can reach me through the number on the screen, or my email address, or my other social media handles. Thank you. Thank you.